Jurgen, you said recently that the Carabao Cup was Kelleher's competition. If everything is okay, fitness-wise, does he play in the final, or does that change because there's a trophy at stake? A lot of clubs would change and not reward the players who've got there. Who've not got a lot of clubs might not stand by the players who got them there because there's a trophy at stake. Sorry.
No. Cruyff will play. Oh, if he's fit.
Yeah. And you're thinking behind that because he helped. He's been so influential on the run. You think it's right to reward him?
Yeah, as a football manager, you have to consider obviously a lot of things, and one of the things is, so we consider Cruyff as an outstanding goalie, not a good goalie, an outstanding goalie. So we want to keep him here, and to keep him here, and to have you need to make sure a few things. So, and there's different games he will get. Before a season, you think about it, you talk about it, and it's all about performing. Of course, if he wouldn't have performed on the level he performed when he played, I would maybe see it differently. But he shows that he deserves all the trust and faith we have in him. So that's the situation, and so I'm a little bit surprised about the question, because not surprised, but so like I didn't think about it properly. So I might do that, but for my idea in this moment is Cruyff will play, but let's see until then. But I don't see any reason why we shouldn't do it, to be honest, because Cruyff deserves that. He brought the team there, and he is. Last week against Arsenal, I had to explain to Cruyff. I understood it like I have to explain to Cruyff why he's not playing. So I usually don't do that. It's clear I don't explain Cruyff why he's not playing in the Premier League or whatever. But now it was his competition, and I thought Ali needs the game because of lacking rhythm after COVID and all these kind of things. And yeah, what I really liked, Cruyff was not like, oh yeah, I understand. I was like, what? Why? So like he matures in all departments, and that's good. That's absolutely good, and that's exactly the goalie we wanted. I said it before, it's really a John Atterberg project. I have to say it, because when Cruyff and I came here, there were not all the people in the club and thinking, oh yeah, Cruyff, Kelleher will be the next one. It was one person, it was John. And here we go. So that's a goalie, if you have to buy it, that's pretty expensive. So we have now the best in the world and the really, really good one. That's a good situation.
Thanks, Paul. Chris Baskin. And then Chris McKenna. Apologies for the dailies. I'm only going to take 3 in this section because obviously we have a lot of press conferences.
Hi. There was an amazing stat I've seen since yesterday that in the last 5 years, only Messi and Thomas Muller have created more goals than Trent. I mean, do you think that makes Trent just a unique player in this era? Is there any player in the world like Trent?
I don't know anybody who's like Trent, who was a right back and is that decisive and influential and all these kind of things. But I heard again last night, I didn't read a lot, but when you're on the bus on the way home, like television is on, you hear people talking, stuff like this. I really don't like always when it got mentioned, yeah, defensively he's not that good, but he's offensively that. Honestly, I thought he played outstanding well defensively last night. The little Martinelli is. We will talk about this player in the future. If he will be without injuries, major injuries, he will have a proper career. So he's really good. What he did there against him and how he kept him busy defensively and where he showed up and all this the package of Trent is insane. It's not that he delivers now every day. So he has to. There are still space departments where he can improve and has to improve, and we work on that. And I will not stop telling him. But yeah, the package is really interesting, I have to say. I'm not sure what it means in history. Still 15 years or whatever time to play and to create and to score and to learn and to improve and all these kind of things. But yeah. The last 5 years were a good start in the career, I would say.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. And then final one from this section, Chris McKenna. I've got room for one more Sunday, but no more than that. So, Chris McKenna.
Jurgen, obviously, on Fabinho, I know you spoke about him earlier, but last season when all the talk was about losing the defenders, but because of that, he had to move back. I mean, was that overlooked in how this team struggled without him in midfield? And this him getting forward more, has that been something you've talked to him about?
I talked to him about what?
He seems to get forward more. He seems to be influenced to play a bit more forward on the pitch.
Sorry, I stuck a little bit in the first part of the question when you asked me if it got overlooked and not by us.
Yeah.
So not by us. I don't know what you saw and overlooked or whatever. I mean, again, I think I'm not sure Jamie Redknapp or whatever said last night. Yeah, for Trent last year was really difficult because Virgil was not there, and Joel and Joe. Just to say, yeah. So I don't know why we have to mention that all the time. How short can be the memory with all these things, especially not for us. So yes, then we played Hendo and Fabinho as centre halves. So that's of course not exactly like it should be. I thought they did really well and we played really good games with them there, but it costs you stability, and you cannot win in the mid or long-term football games without stability. It's not possible. You can win a football game, you can win each football game because the other team hits 20 times the post and the crossbar, and you can win it, but it has nothing to do with yourself. It's just because they are unlucky. But if you want to win it because you are the better team, you need stability. And we had no stability, couldn't have. That's the situation. How good Fabinho is, you saw last night. But he's not a machine because the last two games now not like he played all the other games they played against Chelsea, like on the same level. We are all human beings, but the quality he has is absolutely incredible. And that if he is at his best and is in the center of that pitch, yes, that's then very, very helpful, because then you can think about a lot of other things, how you can organize your protection completely different, because you can rely on different things. If you don't have that, you organize your protection differently, but it's completely out of the box, because usually we do it like this, and now everything has to change because he's not there. So all these kind of things, that needs time, but you don't have in the Premier League. That was our problem last year, and no, we didn't overlook it. If you overlooked it, I don't know.